First, they dipped every gun in water, then rolled them in sand. Most rifles jammed instantly, or their shells refused to eject. But one gun kept firing without a single issue. It was the world-famous AK-47. The man who created it was Kalashnikov. He used to drive a tank, but in one battle, his tank was blown up and his arm was badly injured. While he was being taken to the hospital, he saw soldiers struggling because their rifles were failing. In water, their magazines stopped working, and in cold weather, the springs froze. A faulty gun could get a soldier killed. Right then, he decided he would design a gun of his own. After recovering, he went back to his old machine workshop and said he wanted to build a new rifle. Because he understood machines so well, they gave him a small room to work in. In just 3 days, he designed the first AK-47. His arm was still weak, so he asked a few workers to help him. Together, they built the first prototype. Then came the test. A worker fired at a metal drum, and the bullet went straight through. He fired again and again, and every shot hit perfectly. The rifle's power was proven. Kalashnikov then went to the army office to get approval, but as soon as the guards saw him carrying a gun, they thought he was a terrorist and arrested him. Later, an officer tested the rifle and was shocked. It was better than all the others. But rules said the gun would only be accepted if it won the annual shooting competition. So the officer called a general. The general fired it himself and was impressed. He told Kalashnikov to represent the army in the competition. Kalashnikov was sent to the Moscow Arms Institute, where he got his own room. But during the first test, his rifle failed and was rejected. Heartbroken, he prepared to go home. On the way, an officer stopped him and gave him one more chance to design a new machine gun. Kalashnikov took it seriously. He worked hard and created another new model. That test also passed, but still his gun wasn't selected. He felt crushed. Then news came that Germany had surrendered. Everyone celebrated, but Kalashnikov felt sad. He thought his work no longer mattered. He met the officer and said he wanted to go home. The officer silently handed him a paper. It said that building weapons was still important. Kalashnikov returned to work. He learned from every mistake and kept improving his design. 2 years later, a new rifle was ready, the AK-47. During the test, it hit every target perfectly. All rifles were dipped in water and rolled in sand again. Most jammed immediately. Then it was the AK-47's turn. It fired non-stop. Not a single bullet misfired. Kalashnikov had finally won, and mass production began. In 1949, when he saw thousands of soldiers carrying the rifle he had created, his chest filled with pride. Even though the AK-47 was never used in that war, today, more than half the countries in the world use it. It didn't just become the most widely used rifle, it also became the cause of the most deaths.